Merhaba sevgili arkadaşlar. Kaldığımız yerden oyunumuza devam ediyoruz. Bakalım bu bölümde bizi neler bekliyor olacak ve cük.
Oh, what does this say?
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
Üstümüzdeki başımızdakileri bir
I've truth be told, I'm of half
upgrade
a mind.
edebiliyorsak edelim. Nice. Olmadı.
To pack up and leave. What with the volcano? Much obliged.
You're no soldier. I'd not recommend camping. You'll awake neath a blanket of ash. I can give you a roof over your head at least. Always a pleasure.
Thank you, Arisen. I promise to wield this maester's teaching well. and prove myself worthy of your faith.
It is a miracle you're still alive. Oh, farther, I dare say, than anyone would go for the sake of an idle jest. If we must leave, we shall have to begin preparations at once. But I think we're a bit short on hand. In fact, there's a rather delicate matter that I could use some help with. A blacksmith and the smith, Gustava. Well, she'd have naught to do with us, given that I can only hope and while you're taking care of that...
Ah, I remember the blacksmith and his lady wife well. I only hope we can convince them to join the evacuation.
It is no great shock to me.
Wait for the new equipment to come.
Living's hard. Dreams are free.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
There's ought to be found there. Can you not see it?
We ought to take a closer look.
I
Şimdi
suppose I ought to mention this as well. By my
Bizim
eye,
cüceyle
you
eşine
lack
ulaşmamız
surety in your
lazım.
step. Not to worry. You'll find your feet in time, I'm sure.
Swear you do not succumb to frostbite.
Dare to feel the wind on your face. Jump up, and I'll send you flying. I dare say you've completed this lockdown.
Standing. Risen! I will rank!
durduk yere kavga çıktı ya.
Look at it. The beasts of the air stand. Well placed to strike. Splendid gazing skyward.
I cast Petra, and our bodies are formed!
My magic consumes the That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next. battle avoided is a battle won, I suppose.
Let us defer to the Arisen's judgment.
I suppose 'tis so.
Well now, whatever brings you here? You'd have us evacuate.
Now, I'll hear none of that. I'll see you to safety, my dear, come hell or high water. Besides, I should hope this good soul has earned your trust by now. After all that goodwill and the long trek.
Oh, very well, my love, if you insist. Would you be so kind as to escort us to our destination?
Let us see our charges to the encampment. But be mindful, the path seems much changed since last we walked it.
Mayhap 'twas somewhat overdone, but no matter. North, Master! Magma scales!
Back, and I will heal you with my magic. Wait right there.
Kendimizce kestirmeden gittik zaten.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
No.
I've just had a thought. Curious thing. One of my former masters chose to hire only women. I wonder why.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
I will finish this, here and now.
Karı kocaya eşlik etmemiz lazım.
slightest.
I want to start this back.
Come, let me run with
Nice.
A flawless execution.
Indeed, enough to make one pity our foe.
What is it?
Now then, which way?
Do we decide based on our experience or trust to our instincts?
At once, Master. I shan't let them harm you.
What's the hurry?
Am I expected to pick that up? If I must.
Geri götürelim hadi. Artık varalım hadi. Vardık.
How could I have forestalled this? It's no easy thing, making a... Is there, or...
Very well. I shall return.
Would you be so kind as to escort the blacksmith?
I have to say, I wasn't...
Would you be so kind as to escort the blacksmith?
Neredeler ulan?
What is it? Ought we not to hurry?
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
I'd hasten home, were this not my duty.
Would the smith's wife, Cleuna, would sooner have naught to do with us?
What is it? Ought we not to hurry?
Would you be so kind as to ask the smith's wife, Cleuna, would sooner have naught to do with us, and is apt to turn any of my knights away on sight. I can only hope she will be more willing.
Cüce yok.
Would you be so kind as to escort the blacksmith?
What is it? Ought we not to hurry?
Abla senin kocan nerede kocan?
In the end, 'twas all for naught.
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
Ne direniyorsun acaba? Bak bak bak bak bak. Gel lan buraya. Bastı bacak ya.
Time to be heading home.
Well, here we are. How long before the evacuation begins?
Would you find Sir Ernesto? Let him know that we'll wait here.
Tamam.
Sir, I implore you to reconsider. Surely you can...
How many times must I say it? I'll not be ordered about. Not by ye, not by anyone. Now bugger off and leave me alone.
Ah, good. I'm afraid there's another matter for which I must beg. It concerns the fellow I was just speaking with. The man's something of a regular at our... I sought him out to tell him of the evacuation. I must confess, I'm at a loss as to how I might convince him. Could I prevail at this point? He thinks anything I say will fall on deaf ears.
Sir Lamond is as mighty as 100 soldiers. 'Twould be reassuring to have his aid. Shall we speak with him?
Fancy meeting ye here, I'm here to live my life as I see fit. I'll not be ordered about by anyone. Not even ye. Oh, bollocks. Of course ye'd make a decent request like that. Aye, fine. I can't say I'll be glad to leave this place behind.
Sir Lamond shall be a boon to the evacuation effort. Let us inform Sir Ernesto of our success.
'Tis as you say.
Tamam, ikna ettik onu da.
I cannot thank you enough for all you've done. We shall fare much. 'Twill be slow going, mine. Yet, come what may.
The people of Volcanic Island are evacuated.
Şimdi buradan
May
çıkıp
they make it through the impending chaos intact.
'Tis no great shock to me.
buradan çıkıp yanlış yön.
Not a foe in sight.
I'll take the peace and quiet over a horde of enemies any day.
Material.
Diğer tarafa gidiyoruz.
I shan't deny. They have their uses. I can proceed no further. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. Well done! I
Nice.
Here we go again.
I don't suppose begging for a reprieve would get us far with one of this lot.
Of course.
Nice o.
Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
I'm willing to pay for that in gold as well as blood.
Yapmayın şunu pavlarınıza ya.
I shan't let them harm you.
Aman tanrım.
Think not to go it alone. I'm here to aid you.
By all means.
Go back. I will keep it for back. It's right there.
Nice o. Nice o.
I'd gladly accompany you, believe me. But the others here, well, suffice to say, they won't be able to join us. Follow me. You'll see what I mean. jail of sorts, this place. A compound where they were supposed to be digging. I confess, I don't know all of it.
'Twould seem we need not always travel by foot, if novel inventions such as this are to be found.
It seems useful. It would be a shame not to employ it to our advantage.
Pray, spirit me from this danger.
I could really use some...
Well, here you have it. They've been like this for a month straight now. They refuse to leave. You might as well try to... I know they don't die like we do, but it seems cruel to abandon... I never wanted to be here, you know, taking part in all of this. I suppose that's why I can't bring myself... At any rate, I've tried everything I can think of to get them out.
The command came a month ago or more. We are to remain here.
I implore you, Arisen.
So they're staying here because they were ordered to remain.
Burada kalmaları emredilmiş bunlara. Bunları burada bırakmak istemiyormuş. Her ne kadar bizim gibi ölmüyor olsalar da diyor. Bence bu vicdansızlıktır diyor. Bu adam iyi bir adam yani. Yani bunu mu söylediler? Garip. Onlardan bir kelime bile alamadım diyor. Neden seninle konuşmayı bu kadar çok çabuk kabul ediyorlar bilemiyorum diyor. Boş ver bunu diyor. Daha önemlisi bana bir problem verdin diyor. Bunu nasıl diyeyim? Başlarındaki eleman yapıyormuş büyük ihtimalle. Dünya değişince o eleman da hayatını, canını kurtarmak için kaçmış. Godsway diye bir eşya kullanmış. Elemanlar onu korusun diye. Adam gitmesine rağmen neden devam ediyorlar ki diyor. Tabii şey değilse diyor. Dinle dostum diyor. Bir düşüncem var diyor. Etrafa bir bakın. Bir bak diyor. Hala etki altındaysa diyor. Buradan uzakta olmayabilir diyor eleman. Etrafa bakmak için o anahtarı kullan diyor.
Pawns need only obey the true Arisen. I suspect one of those spell artifacts employed at the coronation is at work here.
'Tis as you say.
Methinks we picked up a key somewhere.
Put it in the lock. We'll soon know if 'tis the right one.
Methinks these climbs are ill-suited to habitation.
Indeed. Vermont feels a world away.
So the pawns were being held here by the power of this Godsway. Now they ought be free to make good their
Bulduk.
Not a bad idea.
Adam niye öyle onu bilmiyorum ama.
So, there was naught left of the Overseer but bones, eh? I'll wager he thought to take the pawns with him to the grave.
Bahse varım ki diyor pawnları yani elemanları kendisiyle beraber mezara götürmeyi
What a
planlıyordu.
spiteful old goat. At any rate, I'm well grateful for your aid, friend. Now that the pawns are on their feet, methinks I can only hope they'll heed my words as they have yours. But I'm not worried. I'll find a way to reach them in time, no doubt. My word, with this, I'll be able to guide the... Now there's no chance, it seems I've no end of things. I appreciate all you've done here.
It's strange to think a God's sway would be used to guide my brethren to safety. After all the woe they have caused us.
Mayhap 'twas somewhat overdone, but no matter.
Şimdi buradan çıkmamız lazım. Yanlış yön. Burada denesem işe yarıyor mu bakayım.
We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
Well met.
I'll not take that from...
Pray calm your...
Salmonella, you don't...
No, you don't understand.
Buradaki insanları sakinleştirmemiz gerekiyor.
Ah, with the world thus did I return. I maintain all but enough of my woes. You, after all, you proceed with every soul as such, and should you encounter such efforts, will as for me.
Flared tempers are understandable given the circumstances. Let us aid in mediating the quarrels arising in Batal.
Şimdi kasabanın içerisinde olan olaylara el atmaya çalışacağız.
I've had well enough. I reckon the world would be.
Sinirlerini benden çıkartmalarını sağlayacağım.
Oi, you. Oi.
Yorulana kadar.
Draw upon your inner strength. Hang in there. You'll fall through.
Yorulacaksınız bir yerden sonra, merak etmeyin.
Fine. This one's got. You're telling me? Bah. I can't. Too right. I've clean forgotten what.
Their tempers do appear to be quelled. But I hope you aren't injured, Master.
Unbelievable.
Burası tamam.
You've pushed your luck too far.
Boy, get back here!
Burada iki tane düello muhabbeti var. Yani bir ikili şey yapıyor, düello edecek. Şimdi bunlara tanıklık etmemiz gerekiyor. Tanık olacağız, hiçbir şeye karışmayacağız. Bırakın kapışsınlar.
You can do this. Can't be happening. I know you can.
Think you got me
Show
cornered?
them what for!
You just wait.
Put your back into it.
Sure.
You plan to roll over and die then?
Yorulacaklar. Çok fazla sürmeyecek, merak etmeyin.
I
Nay.
Tamam.
owe you a debt were it not for your.
Indeed.
It seems some things can only be resolved by crossing blades. But I doubt they'll quarrel again after this.
It was a pleasure to recount such good tidings.
Oi!
Why must I share with a fangless one? This is no more your food than Batal is your land.
Şimdi
You there! Put this upstart in his place for me, won't you? Go on, lay into it. But I'll not take this lying down.
A regrettable loss of life, but what else could we have done? The man was unreasonable, blinded by his own prejudice.
How unfortunate.
Fine, that hurts! I've had well enough of you.
çözdük. Aa, çözememişiz.
Ah, sir, the people of Batar, we shall see the fruit prey return to Empress. Heavens only know how many.
What say we report back to Empress Nadinia? Her Majesty ought be willing to commence the evacuation.
Majestelerinin yanına gidiyoruz.
It is easily done. Oh, I'd not have thought we'd find one here.
A splendid discovery. Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
Her Majesty has... Stay your hand, Vera. Come hither. We would...
Geldik. Konuşabiliriz.
One of our... You have our your journey continued. Yet though we have implored the man to join the evac, we thought that would you be willing to call... Of course you are free to pray. Excuse the interrupt. Indeed. Forgive us.
That Batal and the rest down are now safely evacuated. I'm certain we can rely upon Sir Manella to keep the peace.
Mayhap 'twas somewhat overdone, but no matter.
Lord Face'u bulmamı istiyor. İkna etmemi istiyor onu. Ama ortada ikna edecek kimse yok.
Let me alone, will ye? I'm a business.
I've got nothing for ye.
Neyse Lord Face'u bulamıyordum ama şu ışığa gittiğimde Lord ortaya çıkıyordu.
What am I to do?
Bakalım başımıza neler gelecek, hadi.
You saw the sky fall, wherever the sky... Or so I had as yet ought here. I must examine that creature.
The path through this rock has been sealed to us. There's naught for it but to search for an alternate...
Yaklaşamıyoruz buna.
Many paths are closed to us now, on account of the dragon's descent, no doubt. But we must find a way to reach it.
Confound.
Buna farklı bir gidiş yolu bulmamız gerekiyor. Etrafından turluyoruz biz de. Öyle söyleyeyim.
Answers were ne'er so easily won.
Bu şeref yoksun da yaratık çağırıyor.
Monsters! Summoned by that beast, no doubt.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
Devam.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
This is a disgrace.
It seems this is the...
Principles unproven are as dust on the wind.